person decided, I don't want to invest in that particular area. We acquired that first property. We renovated it in about 7 months. It sold $25,000 over asking. I thank that person because that gave us a push to know that if you've got the drive and you've got the passion, you can do it.
Look, God told me to meet him at a runway with no parachute, with no baggage, leave the negativity behind. Ever since, I've been taking off, and I never looked back. I'm your host, Alex E. Edwards, and this is the Gem Drop Podcast. We are back with Gem Drop Podcast, powered by Thumbprint Realty. Look, we're like TMZ, but we don't gossip. We boss up. And today's show is going to be another big gem. We have Kattia Ira in the building today, and she's going to be speaking about flipping. How to find a flip, how to run your numbers, how to be successful, how to make a lot of money, how to become a millionaire, how to become a billionaire. She's going to teach you everything you need to know. How to find money, how to look for money. She is the person that you want to listen to before you start your flip. Kattia Ira, welcome to Gem Drop.
Alex, thank you so very much for having me. Thank you for the amazing introduction. It is an honor to be here. I am so excited to speak to everyone about flipping. I know the theme you had for me was flipping in heels. Yes, I do love my heels, but I got some right shoes now that my husband bought for me. So I've got my steel toe boots that I go to the construction sites with, and I'm excited.
Okay, are you very excited?
I am.
You sure?
I am.
Are you ready for Gem Drop?
I woke up today, so I'm ready.
Are you ready for Gem Drop?
I am.
Right hand, please. Do you, Kattia Ira, solemnly swear to drop gems to motivate and inspire others? So help you, God?
Yes, help me, God.
All right, let's get it. All right, so you just swore.
Yes.
On the book, Mortgage Before Marriage.
That's right.
Which you bought like 10. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Really, I really appreciate you.
Oh, thank you for writing it.
Let's get right to it. Who are you?
First, I am a child of God. I'm a Christian, number one. I thank God for life. And I am a wife. I'm a mother. I'm an investor. I'm a realtor and a hard money lender.
Okay. How did you get in to hard money lending?
The way that I got into hard money lending is that I was borrowing from the hard money lender that I currently work for. The relationship was mutual. They saw how I worked, how I communicated with them, and they said, hey, you want to come on board? You already know quite a bit about real estate, just come on board and do the funding side. And that's the way that I got started with hard money.
So, okay. But what is hard money then?
Yes.
It's hard money bank? You walk into Bank of America and say, hey, can I get some hard money?
No, it's not.
And why is it so hard? Why is it not soft?
Yes. So the name hard money. Yeah, it goes with the name. So hard money are for those who want to invest in real estate on the flipping or the buy and hold, or if they want to do new construction. It's fast funding. So we don't go through a lot of the things that the banks need. For example, for us, we don't really need you to be at a certain credit score. As long as the numbers work, the deal makes sense, we're able to fund it. The interest rates are a lot higher. That's why it's hard money. Down payment, similar to conventional loan, and then we can close quick. So typically 14 days, we can close on a loan.
Okay, so I have bad credit. Mm-hmm. Don't have a job. I got some money. But I found a phenomenal deal. Mm-hmm. Will you fund it?
Most definitely. Yes, we can fund it.
I don't have a job, though.
You don't have a job, but you have the money, yes. We don't look at work history.
I never worked in my life.
All right.
Will you fund it?
We will fund it.
My credit score's at 300.
We will fund it. Absolutely.
So is this based on the deal?
It's based on the deal. The numbers have to make sense. As long as we have a 70% loan to value, then we can fund it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to understand this. So, okay, I have bad credit, have no job. I found a deal. My grandmother is selling a house to me. Said, "Hey, Alex, take this home. I don't want it. The house is a 3-family, but she want to sell it to me for 400,000. We know 3 families in Boston is about $1 million or more. And you're telling me I'd give you 10%, about 10%? That's down payment?
20%.
Oh,
First
20%.
time.
So, okay, I have to come up with $80,000.
Yep.
Okay. Yo, Curtis, bro. Let me hold $80,000 and I'll give you 20% in a year. That's how I get my 80,000, right? Or I might just save 80,000, right?
Right.
All right, cool. And then, do I have to pay points?
Yes.
Okay,
We
what's
have
the
3
points?
points.
3 points. So what's the points on? Is it on the
total
400
loan
or
amount,
the construction too?
the construction as well. So
Okay.
your total loan amount.
Got it. I'm she's coming. Yeah, did you see that?
Yes, I see that.
That's a gem.
I see that.
Look at that. Here it comes.
Yep.
I borrow 400,000 from you. I put down 20%, right?
Right.
And that's 80,000.
Yep.
So we minus that 80,000, right? So
Yep.
I'm really borrowing 320.
Correct.
But then I said, well, I need money to fix it.
Yeah.
And so I need this. I'm just throwing out there 200 grand.
Right.
Right. That's 600 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that points based on 600 grand or is minus the 80?
It's minus the 80. So whatever's left, so
that's what the points are.
Yes, that's what the points are on, the total loan amount.
Got it. Okay. And then how about the down payment? Is the down payment based on total loan amount or is it based on only to acquire the property?
Yes, only on the acquisition. So,
Got it.
yeah. And then we have our interest rate, 12% interest rate that you're paying just like you're paying a mortgage.
Interesting. Interesting. All right. So I now, again, no job, right? Now have decent credit. How do I refinance? Like, how do I get rid of you? If I want to keep the home, how do I get rid of you?
Correct. So you have a 1-year term with the loan. So you can refi and hold the loan. Hold the property. And then before the term ends, when the 12 months is getting ready to end, you refi and hold it. So you would
without a job?
You would have to get that in order, get a job, and then hold the property.
Because how about if I use the rent as income?
You can definitely use the rent as income.
Because obviously I have to. Can I buy the home in my name?
No, you would have to purchase the home under an LLC. We will not close on it under your personal name.
Okay, so the home's under LLC. Oh, so I could make the LLC pay me income that's how I could refinance.
There you go.
Without a job.
There you go.
This is legal.
This is legal.
Gem drop.
Yes.
Wow. Wait, I just want to rewind this because this is going to go over people's head. Right. So, okay, here it goes. Kattia, I found a job. I found a home.
Yeah.
My credit score, I'm just going to tell you, my credit score is good. Yeah. I put down 20% with you, right? I have no job.
Right.
It's $80,000. I pay you 3 points.
Yep.
I pay you, and you're going to charge 12% per year, per month.
Per month.
Right? Mm-hmm. I then fix the home because you give me construction money.
Yes.
I then refinance the home. I tell the bank I'm collecting rent, which I am.
Right.
And the bank said, well, that's your job. That's your income. Mm-hmm. We will allow you to refinance without technically having a 9-to-5.
That's true. Yes. No brainer. Just like you say, no brainer.
Sometimes I like to act like we have like an audience.
Yes.
Curtis, did you hear that? Joanna, did you hear that? Julie, did you hear that? Unbelievable, right? Nah, unbelievable.
Right.
Unbelievable. Yeah. So this is what I start. This is why I love this show. Because I'm here thinking about all the young kids in the streets getting in trouble because of the lack of money.
Right.
And you come on this show, I think we're probably 10 minutes in, and you say, "Hey, this is how I'm going to save you." Right. That is crazy.
It's doable.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Real estate, investing in real estate is definitely the best way to go. That's how you build your wealth. That's how my husband and I, we started to be able to continue and leave a legacy behind for our children. But in that, we're able to build that liquid asset to be able to take care of everything else. And now, as you know, I left the 9 to 5. I don't need that anymore. Just relying on real estate investing.
Okay. Let me get this straight. This is something in the water. Women got this figured out. We had Daniela Forte. We had Carrie Blake. We had Joanna N. Edwards. And now we have Kattia Ira, all firing their bosses and doing what they have to do. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Once you have that passion, for me, it's a passion. That's what gets me up in the morning. The 9 to 5, it was great, but I felt that my passion and my purpose was definitely in real estate.
Okay, so I'm still stuck on not having a job, but buy homes. But all right, I have to move on. I got to move on. So, all right, how did you get started in flipping?
Yes. So that story, about 3.5 years ago, I went on an auction site. It was Xome, XOME.com.
XOME?
Yes,
.com.
.com. And I saw a home in Brockton. I currently live in Brockton. And we started bidding on it. And the funny thing is with this story is that there was someone else who was going to support us with the down payment. When we found the property, we won the bid. And the person decided, I don't want to put my investment, I don't want to invest in that particular area of Brockton. So, we're like, what are we going to do? So we were scrambling. I had to borrow from my 401b at the time to get the down payment. We had other investors come in to also give down payment. And then, we got the property. It was in November of 2019. My husband and I, we demoed it ourselves. After the 9 to 5, we were there until midnight in the wintertime demoing the property. It was something that we always talked about, at least for 3 years before I decided, okay, I'm going to get my real estate license and I'm just going to use it for us flipping. And we got that. We acquired that first property. We renovated it in about 7 months ourselves. We didn't have much people to help us. We renovated and it sold $25,000 over asking in that particular area that the person did not want to invest with us in. So, it's like when God has you, everything else falls into place. So I thank that person because that gave us a push to know that, people may not always be on your side, but if you've got the drive and you've got the passion, you can do it.
God gave you the idea to flip.
Yes, I would say so.
They didn't give the person that turned their back on you the idea. That's your vision,
Right.
not theirs.
Right.
And you ran with it.
Yep.
They said no. You said, all right, let me figure it out. And you borrowed from your 401b.
Yes.
And that was a huge sacrifice, a scary sacrifice.
Yeah.
But you didn't feel.
No. That up.
You had success. And then you say, wait a minute, this is real. Wow.
Yeah. And from there, we just kept going.
I want to test the waters with you. Okay. I just want to make sure that you really being honest.
Yes.
How much money did you make?
It was definitely 6 figures.
How much money did you make?
$177,000.
How much money was the person going to make that was going to invest?
Oh, they were going to invest $30,000.
And how much was they going to make? What was the return?
Yeah, their
Was it
return was
percentage?
yeah,
What
it was a
percentage?
percentage. They were going to get 20%.
Wow. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I gave you 30,000 and you because of my 30,000, you made almost 200 grand, and all I get is 20%. You sound like America.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Wow. I'm all right. Woo. All right. All right. So this first flip, let's go to the second flip.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, sorry. I want to talk about this first flip. How did you know it was a good deal?
Yes. So we actually had some good friends of ours. They had started flipping prior. They consulted with us a lot. Well, we consulted with them. We went over numbers thoroughly. They provided us with resources. There is a deal analyzer spreadsheet that I use to calculate everything to make sure that it's a good deal. So we have a percentage at the bottom. If that percentage is 15% or more.
We're going to bring it up right here.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right, it's up here. Talk about it. It's really the people could see it.
Yep, yep. So on that spreadsheet, you will add your purchase price, your holding costs, your renovation costs, your ARV. So it is very important that you have your ARV and try to be conservative with it.
What is
so,
your ARV? What does the ARV?
So your after repair value.
Okay.
So let's say you do, that's why it's good to work with a real estate agent that is knowledgeable in real estate investing and flipping. So if, let's say, I run the comps and I see that the property could sell for $750, but I want to make sure that I keep it a bit conservative, so I'll go and say like $725 as my ARV. Because the hard money lender, they do an as-is appraisal as well as an ARV appraisal, just to make sure, the risk that they're taking as well, that it makes sense to them. So on that spreadsheet at the bottom, it will show you what your net profit is going to be and your gross profit. The percentage, it has to be 15% or more. So if you're at the 15% or more, then you're safe. It's a good deal to be able to know, okay, you can get into this.
So if I'm starting out today, how do I get that document though?
So if you do go on the websites and Google, deal analyzer, spreadsheet for flipping, it'll come up. That one in particular, it came from a hard money lender that was using it. And that's how we were able to obtain it from the mentors that we had at the time.
Oh, got it. All right, great. And so, so that's how you figure out if it's a good deal or not, and that's why you was confident to move forward with that deal. Did you show that deal? And this is the last time I want to speak about this $30,000. Did you show it to that person that backed out? Like, hey, this is a great deal, and they
knew
no?
the numbers. They were in real estate themselves,
okay.
So they knew the numbers. But I think their fear was in that particular neighborhood. They felt that it wasn't something that they wanted to invest in.
3 years ago?
Yeah, 3.5 years ago.
I was about 34. Carter was 3. Callie wasn't here. I had more than $30,000 to invest.
See, I wish I knew you then.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm shocked. All right. Let's move forward. How do you find the next property? Now, we want to make sure you're not, this is not a fluke.
Yep. So definitely, because the rule of thumb is when you're flipping, you want to make sure that whatever you get for profit, you keep it moving, to build on your profit. So the next one, we ended up going right through MLS. As you know, I was an agent already at the time, so I would send my husband deals. And then we saw that particular property. It was a fire damage property also in Brockton. That one was a complete tear down, so we ended up having to tear it down and rebuild it. We did it 3 levels. On that particular one, we bought it for $150,000.
How much did you put in?
For that one, we ended up putting in a 175.
175. So 150, 175. How much did you make?
We sold it for 535.
Wow. Okay. And so you said it more than once. You're working with your husband.
Yes.
How is that?
It is interesting. And the way that he got into, construction, he needs to get his license. But he just went on YouTube and saw how to do things. From my parents' home when they were getting to sell it, when they were going to sell it, he ended up doing some work there. I feel like, it's a skill set that God gave him, and he knows how to do things. He's great at finish work. And yeah, it's just something that was downloaded into him, and he just does it so well. So, but definitely he has his vision. I have my vision, but we always come together to bring forth a product that is going to satisfy the buyers out there, for them to be wowed. And we just always think of functionality, and we would want a property that we flip for ourselves too, because we always think, would it be something that we would want? So we always put that in our mind when we're flipping, so people can love it, enjoy it. It has the functionality that they're looking for. So we always put that into thought.
Okay, wow. So we're going to take a quick break because I want you to shoot a commercial. So we're going to take a quick break, and you're going to do your flipping commercial. We're going to do your whatever commercial you want. The stage is yours because you deserve it. All right? So when we come back, we're going to get into 3 ways to start your flipping career. Talk to you soon.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kattia Ira, and I am a realtor with Thumbprint Realty. And I think that I would be great to work with you because I have knowledge of the real estate market. I am supportive of my clients, and I walk them through the process every step of the way. I also work with investors, and I help them to fund their deals. So if you're looking for that well-rounded real estate agent, then you should contact me. My number is 617-407-2830.
Welcome back to the Gem Drop Podcast. We don't gossip, we boss up. Yes. So before we went on break, we was talking about flipping and how to find a flip, working with your husband, and all the money you made. Jesus, Jesus. But I want to dig in deep. I want to start flipping today. What are the 3 first steps?
Definitely. So number 1, you have to make sure that you take a look at the area, the property that you're purchasing, and assess what the ARV is going to be. So first, you go and take a look at find the property, look at it, go with the general contractor so you can get a sense of the amount of work that is needed.
Okay, got you. So someone like flipping bricks?
Yes.
Okay, James Henry.
Yes.
All right. Or your husband.
Yes.
Can't leave him out, definitely. And all right. How about money now though?
Yes.
What do I do? So explain the money part. So I go check out the property, go with a general contractor. I know how much obviously the property costs. I know how much work I have to do.
Yes.
So I would say I know it's $50,000 to do the work. And like what's next after that?
Yes. So after that, you want to make sure you work with a trusted real estate agent who understands the numbers. So the market and the numbers. So let's say you go into the property, it's 1,200 square feet and it's 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. So you want to be able to find space to maximize that property as much as possible. So you go in and you see you can put an additional bathroom, or an additional half bath. So you want to make sure that you have that vision for the property. So when the agent is running the ARV, they can pull up comps based on what you're going to do to the property. That's key. So once you have that information, there's the 70% rule. That's what the hard money lender is going to go based off of. So you want to be able to times the ARV, whatever that's going to be, with 70%. And that's going to determine what your total loan amount is.
Let's do this. So it's going to be, so ARV is going to be 500,000. Okay. So you times that by 70. So we had 350,000.
Yeah, 350, I believe.
Right. Okay. So $350,000.
That is your
What?
total loan amount. That's what your total loan amount has to
Oh, okay.
be.
Now I'm like, okay, what's next? I know it's 350.
Yep.
All right, bet. Okay, so I hope that math was correct. But anyways, so all right, the home is 500,000. You times it by 70, and it comes up to 350,000,
Yep.
and that's how much you could borrow.
That's how much you
And
could borrow.
that's including buying a home
Purchase,
and construction.
construction, correct.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So that's how you do the math. Quick.
That's how you do the math quick. Yep. So you want to make sure that what you're purchasing the home for, if it's less than that, that's great, you know,
Okay, so
but that would be your
you have to
maximum.
buy the home.
Let's say it's
They yeah,
150.
150, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yep.
say you had to put in
Another.
200, then
Mm-hmm.
that's it. That's all
That's
you
it.
have.
That's it.
But then your
Yep.
down payment plays a part in that too, right? Because you're still putting 20% down, right?
On the 150.
Yeah.
Yep. You put 20% down on the 150.
Got you.
And then
Okay.
your points, your 3% is going to
It's
be
on
on the
everything.
350. Mm-hmm.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. Okay. Got you. Okay. So when you run, so I know how much I'm borrowing. I know how much it costs to fix. What's next?
Yes. So you get your offer accepted on the property, right?
So
Now,
do I like this is when I say is this a cash offer
yes.
or this is not a cash offer? Am I
Yes.
actually giving cash or what is it?
It is considered a cash offer.
Mm-hmm.
With hard money lending, it's a cash offer because we have the quick closing. You know, we're not going into checking bank statements and things like that on our end. So it is considered a cash offer. That's the way that it would go in. So once that cash offer is accepted, then you would send it over to a loan originator, which is myself. I'm a loan originator. And then we would go ahead and do our preliminary information, such as the appraisal getting done. There's a $1,400 deposit to run title work. And that gets also reimbursed to you on your HUD at the closing, whatever that difference is minus the appraisal costs. And then we get to the closing table. You sign purchase and sale at the time of purchase and sale signing within that 14-day time frame. Once we have clear title, we can close on the property.
Got it. So help me find the next property right now.
Okay.
I'm ready to start.
Okay.
Give me your gem. Like how am I gonna find that deal?
All right. So there are wholesalers that I work with as well. There's actually 2 properties that we were able to purchase from a wholesaler. We can do that. We can go on MLS to find deals as well. So I would help you with that. Make sure that, you know, we go take a look at the property, just as I mentioned, with the general contractor, run our numbers, and make sure it's a great deal and lock it in. One of the things that I really like to stress when I'm working with my investor clients is to always make sure they have a team that they trust that is ready to go. So if you don't have the right team, your project is going to be delayed and you want to be in and out as much as possible. So you want to be within that 6 to 7 month time frame if you're doing the fix and flip. But of course, if you're going to tear it down, it's going to be a little bit longer, maybe 9, 10 months. But you want to make sure that you have the right general contractor, plumbers, electricians, HVAC. Everyone is on board and you have your numbers and, you know, they take you through the project seamlessly. Communication is key. So being able to have that team makes a big difference.
Got it. Got it. Um, you're dropping gems. I believe, after watching this show, people will be ready to flip. And they probably blow your phone up. Um, I would say, how do you find you? Like, how do I find? I'm in a different state. I'm going to say I'm in Georgia. How do I find someone like you? How do I find hard money lending? Is there like a website or there's all the hard money lenders in each state? These are all the Kattias in each state. How do I start if I'm in Alaska?
Yeah, so you can Google, but you have to be very careful with that. There are also real estate investing groups that you could be a part of. So if you're on social media, for your particular state, check real estate investors. You can go on there and find a trusted person. You want to vet them out as much as possible, because there are folks out there who say they are hard money lenders, but they're not for real. They take your money, and you don't get an end result. You don't get to the closing. So you want to make sure that they're legitimate. Go on their website. If you can meet them in person at their office, it's good to go to their office and meet with them. In terms of a real estate agent, you want to be sure that you're also interviewing them, asking them questions such as, do they work with investors in the past? Asking them, what support they provide to them. Because for me, what I do for my investors, I try to guide them as much as possible and provide them with resources that I've used for them to be successful. And the first time investors, those ones I definitely try and put as much into them as I can to make sure that they're successful as well. So you just
So
want to
wait,
make
wait, you
sure.
help your clients invest too?
Yes,
Oh,
I do.
oh my, that's another show. Wait, we're gonna do this now. So I come to you and I say, hey, I want to flip.
Yep. So I guide you through that process.
You just guide me through the entire process.
Yep, through the entire process. Yep, from
Okay.
getting your numbers, making sure that you understand the deal very well. You want to make sure that also you have the team, so I can help provide those resources for the team. Giving ideas, what buyers are looking for in this particular market, making sure you're connected with the right architect. So yes, I do provide those supports to get to the close.
So, okay, how does this work? Because it's too good to be true. So, all right, I have $100,000 in my bank account. Katia, I want to go buy a flip so I could profit 200 grand.
Yeah,
And you say what?
I said, okay. So I get your criteria, what locations you
But I
want to
don't know.
be
You
in.
should tell me, right?
Yeah, no, I
I'm
have some
telling you how much
clients.
I want to make.
Yeah. There are certain clients, they want to stay
Oh,
close to
okay.
where they live. So, yes, I would also advise, you want to be in Stoughton, we're going to be in Stoughton, to profit a lot of money. So I guide them, I send them properties. I let them know, if a property comes up and I see it's a great fit, I'm going to run the numbers, preliminary numbers, what the property is right now. If they keep it a 3-bed, 2-bath, or if they want to expand it, I show them what their maximum will be on the ARV side. So we go and take a look at it. Sometimes my husband will go and put eyes on it and give numbers as well. So once we have that, then we'll go ahead and do what we need to do in terms of making sure that the deal it makes sense with the project. Once we do that, we get the offer accepted. Once they close, I guide them through the steps and make sure that they have all their trades lined up. They have their construction budget. The way that it works with my hard money lender, crowd lending, you take a photo of what is done and then you submit it with the spreadsheet. And within 24 to 48 hours, you have your funds
But
for
who
your
takes the photo?
construction. The owner. Yeah.
Wait, you take.
Yes. So you have a project you're working on. So
So
you've
no,
got
no
demo.
inspection, no inspector comes out.
Yes. Unless there's a red flag with what you're doing,
Yeah.
then yes, someone will come out.
Okay.
But otherwise, everything is legitimate. You have your work completed, your demo's complete. You send a photo of the demo that you've completed. You send your spreadsheet, what you're requesting, and within 24 to 48 hours, you have your funds. And that's important because you want to keep the project moving as much as possible to be able to pay your trades, so you're not delayed. So I definitely help in that aspect as well to be able to get them to a successful project and making sure that the house is ready And in turn, again, I list the property and get them the maximum that they can get for the profit.
Got it. Wow. I'm amazed. So, wow. Okay. So if you have 100,000, they should be calling you,
Yeah.
and you turn that into 300,000.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there extra cost for you to do that? Is that is there a consulting fee on top of your, what is it in it? What's in it for you?
Yeah, not at the moment. I don't have a consulting fee at the
Oh,
moment.
not at the moment.
You're giving me ideas.
So, this podcast is very expensive. If you want me to set up your consulting business and you just donate a little to the podcast so I can keep going on this end, I'll set it up for you.
Okay.
But I would think that you are selling the home,
Yes.
right? So they kick it back to you,
Correct.
on the agent side,
Correct.
and so you could sell it, right?
Correct. Yes.
Got you. So just tell us about, you being an agent, right?
Definitely.
Why does your clients love you?
I think because I'm a very patient person.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, they come to me from prior agents and they're like, this person is forcing me to purchase this property. I don't want the property. So I come from a stance of what's best for them. So I always put their best interests at hand, and they can see that. They see that, we're the most trusted brokerage, Thumbprint. So they see I'm honest, I'm trustworthy, and what I would want for myself, I want for them and their families. So I think that's the reason why a lot of my referrals are from past clients, family, friends, and I have a great community church members that trust me with their friends and families as well. So I think that's where, that's why they would love me.
And that's how Kattia became one of the best agents in Massachusetts. When it comes, any advice to couples that want to kind of work together, is there like one real good advice? Like, wait, let me, we work together, but it ain't easy, or it's extremely easy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there any advice you could give?
I would say definitely conversation. You have to be able to sit down and go over your visions, your goals, what you guys want. Yeah, communication is definitely number one. And then if you guys don't have, you don't have an agreement on something, you try to meet mutually, there's got to be a middle ground to be able to work with someone. So you want to be able to talk to them and let them know, hey, I don't think the blue is going to work with this, and then the person wants like yellow, let's say. So it'd be like, we got to meet somewhere in the middle. Maybe we'll do like a gray tone. Let's do something neutral then, and then let the new homeowners choose whatever else color they would want. So you want to be able to talk about what your needs are, and also, what's that word I'm looking for? What's that word I'm looking for, Alex?
As you said needs. What's after needs?
What's that word I'm looking for, Julie? The mutual ground.
The mutual ground. Okay.
Yeah. Compromise. Yes, okay. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. So you want to be able to compromise with each other. So, and also delegating tasks. So you both can't be doing the same thing. Yeah. So for example, my husband leaves it to me to choose the tile work, the finishes of the home, while he deals with the trades and communicates a lot with the trades on his end. So defining roles and communication is key.
So I'm here thinking, should I throw the other company under the bus? But I won't.
Company?
You did come from a different company, a different brokerage.
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
But I feel like you're a different person now after joining Thumbprint Realty.
I sure am.
Do you feel the same way?
I do.
Why?
I feel different. I have so much more support, so much more love, so much more motivation. that I wasn't getting before. Before, I didn't feel like I felt like I was just a number pretty much, you know. I didn't feel like anyone really had eyes on me to really get me to the next level that I wanted to be at. And yeah, well, the support wasn't there. For example, with you, I can call you, you answer. I can call Joanna. I can call Kerry. I can call any of the agents, and I'm comfortable with that, you know. So I have comfortability. I feel that I'm part of a family, and I feel supported.
Wow, thank
Yeah.
you so much. Thank you so much. Wait, you said big brother, little brother?
Yes, big brother, little
A?
brother, A. When I call him, he knows.
Nah, honestly, I think we're going to, I would say this. I love speaking with you. Definitely when it comes to real estate and this material.
Yeah.
Material, bouncing ideas off each other.
Yeah.
It feels good. And I think in our community, we think about competition first and inspiration last.
Yes.
You inspire me, right? And I hope I do the same for
Yes,
you.
you do.
And I never thought of like competition. I think of, yo, let's do something crazy.
Yes.
Oh, you did that on your project. Oh, look what I did on mine. That's
Yeah.
how I see it.
Right.
Because no, if you do what I do and I do what you do, we just gonna get better. Like, well, I
Yes.
did this way.
Yeah.
Like, all right, Alex, that's smart.
Yeah.
Well, you did it this way. Well, that was smart. But we just gonna keep elevating,
Yes.
elevating. And soon we probably both gonna design Boston.
Right.
Right? Because
Right.
everyone else is competing and we just inspiring each other
Yes.
and we on the same team.
That's important.
So I think that's extremely important.
Exactly.
So we're gonna take a quick break there, and when we come back, we're gonna find out if Kattia Ira is respecting her breath.
When purchasing an investment property, these are the top 3 things to consider. First is location, second is condition, and finally is your bedroom count. This will determine your monthly profit, and once you know your profit, you will know what to offer. To learn more, call Thumbprint Realty at 617-287-9000. Thumbprint Realty, real estate done right.
Welcome back to the Gem Drop Podcast. We don't gossip, we boss up. And yes, we speaking to Kattia Ira about flipping, about being a great agent. She broke down numbers. She told us the definition of ARV. She told us how much money she made. She's killing the game. Over her short career, just in flipping, not in her 9 to 5, not in rents, nothing, except flipping. She made a little over $1 million already. You heard me. What are we doing with our lives? I don't know. I say the same thing. I don't know. I'm here shooting a podcast, and she's here killing the game and making over $1 million. I don't know. But I definitely want to talk a little bit more about the motivation. You quit your job. It's so hard to believe in yourself. How did you get to that point to say, you know what? I believe in me.
Wow, Alex, thank you for that question. Powerful question, because for me, I knew that the passion that I had for real estate, it was going to take me to a level that the 9 to 5 could not take me to. Yeah. I was waking up like dreading, like, oh my gosh, I got to go in. And I'm here thinking about my clients that I have a showing with in the evening. So I felt that, you know, the time was right. And the way that I did it, I was a year and a half in real estate. So I felt that I've built up a lot of my clientele. I was getting more busy in real estate. And, you know, I felt so rewarding when my clients closed on their property and the smiles on their faces, the appreciativeness they had about it. And I was just like, yeah, that's my calling. That's my purpose. You know, just making families happy, being able to see them build wealth for them and their families. This is where I need to be. And yeah, after that, I gave my notice. I had a lot of thought about it, what I was going to lose. But then I thought more of what I'm gaining on the real estate side, the time that I have with my family, with my children, being there for them, and just managing my time the way that I wanted to really was the drive for me to be able to say, see you later, and then look back.
Wow.
Yeah.
When I started Thumbprint Realty, I wanted to create a space for people like you. Space where it's okay to follow your dreams.
Yes.
You're going to have people with big mouths, such as myself, cheering you on all day, every day. I don't care if you like it or not,
Right.
but you're going to have my mouth cheering you on because I believe the world should know how amazing Thumbprint agents are because y'all, I don't know what's wrong with y'all humans, but y'all feel uncomfortable saying good things about yourself. Don't worry about it. I'm here to do that. Right. And because it's so easy to say bad. Oh, I don't like my hair today. Oh, I don't like this. I feel this way. I feel that way. But it's so hard to say, I love my hair today. I look amazing. I am beautiful. I'm hardworking. I'm about to go get it. I'm going to bet on myself. No one's going to stop me. The only person who can stop me is me, and I ain't stopping me. That is hard.
Exactly.
I don't understand why.
Yeah. I think it really has to do with upbringing too, and the environment that you're in. So if you didn't hear it quite a bit, people encouraging you, you're not used to it. You feel like, oh, even for me, a lot of the times when we were on Gem Drop, and you're cheering us on, and I'm just like, don't put me out there. But, it's something that we have to get comfortable with. I'm learning every day, even the small wins. I need to celebrate them because that leads me to the bigger wins.
Yeah.
So
you have to get comfortable with your greatness.
Yes.
You have to accept it.
Right.
Because if you you can't keep pushing what God gave you away.
Yeah.
And you said you are a daughter of God.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
I am.
you pushing this talent away. Like, how does he feel then?
Right.
Like, yeah, I
That
gave
is
you
true.
something, but you don't want to talk about it.
That's
you don't want to
true.
share it with the next person. You don't want to inspire the next person because you don't want to talk about your gift that I gave you. I don't know.
That's true.
I'm confused.
That is
I'm
true.
always confused.
Yeah, it's definitely a mindset. Because once we leave that mindset, we're able to see our potential to a greater level. And one of the things that I love what my pastor's doing for this month at church is for finances and growing our businesses, is that he's going to allow us to let the members of the community know what we do, what our church has to offer. So for me, I'm going to be part of this expo as well.
What day?
To say this is going to be April 15th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Envision Hotel in Mansfield. So I hope everyone will be there, everyone that can make it. It's for small Black-owned businesses where I'm going to be.
Wait. Sorry. It's nothing small.
No, it's nothing small.
Nothing small about you. If you're going to do some small do not represent Thumbprint.
All right,
Please.
just Black-owned businesses.
Big thing I guan. Look. So I've been thinking.
Yes.
I want to preach.
Okay, preach, brother.
No, at your church. You think your pastor? I want to do a financial speech though.
Okay.
Preach. I want to preach about finances.
Finance.
In a godly way.
Yes.
You think you can make that happen?
I can talk to him.
Sure.
I can talk to
I
him,
can-
definitely.
I think I can nail it.
Yes, I think you can too.
I think I don't know, something about me feel like I could go to church. I could make the connection with money and faith
Yep, that's what
and
we're
get
talking
this
about.
and
Yep.
And speak to their soul.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know?
Exactly.
And look, and I spoke about this in Gem Drop. I'm gonna drop a little something right now, before we go. But the simple thing of just reversing when you come home.
You know what? Since you talked about that, I made sure I park and then go forward when I'm leaving.
Bring it to me. Tell Tell your pastor.
Forward.
Look,
Yep.
when you come home, you need to reverse.
Yep.
Because the next day, we said the next day.
Yes.
We didn't say yesterday. We
Yep.
said the next day. Because the next day, you got to look forward, not
That's right,
backwards.
not
So when you
backwards.
get in your car, you
Yep.
don't need to look backwards. You
Yes.
need to look forward, and you need to go. So
Exactly.
make sure
Exactly.
you reversing
That's
so you can
right.
take off right away. Can I get an
Exactly.
amen?
Amen.
Ah, that was my
You got an
rehearsal.
amen and hallelujah.
That was my rehearsal. So when you get in your car, you look forward, you keep going. You keep going. You
Yes.
can look in your rear view, but you keep going.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yes.
With that being said, that's my rehearsal. We're gonna take that out. We're gonna pass it to your pastor and be like, look, let him get at least 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I need a choir bring me in or something. You know. Find mortgage before marriage, finance before fiance,
That's
Rockefeller
right.
before Beyonce.
That's right.
You know,
Yep. All
So,
this month.
all of
That's
that.
what we're talking about.
Right.
It's money month. So
because look,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, love can't survive broke.
yes, it can't.
Love cannot survive broke. I don't care. You say I
That's
do,
true.
I do. Okay, okay. When you're sleeping on the streets, you're not gonna be like that's not gonna look like true love.
Not at all.
You know. But it's time for Respect Your Breath. This is sponsored by Thumbprint Realty. Thumbprint Realty will help you sell, buy, or rent your home. So if you're looking for a phenomenal agent that will get the deal done, call Thumbprint Realty today at 617-287-9000. Again, 617-287-9000. So, Kattia Ira, the question of the day. Do you respect your breath?
Yes, I do. 120%. I respect my breath. I'm going to live to 120.
And how?
I am going to live like there is no tomorrow. I'm going to live in the moment for the moment. I'm going to push hard. I'm going to run as fast as I can and make sure that I am delivering as much as I can because I am a vessel. So I have to be able to pour out, my pastor says, the oil that I have to the community, to my clients, so that when I leave this earth, my legacy will stay.
Wow. How can people reach you?
My phone number is 617-407-2830. And I am also on Instagram at Realtor Kattia Ira. I also have a Facebook page, which is my personal page, Kattia Ira. Also a Realtor page, Kattia Ira Realtor. And we have our LLC page, which is K&K Transformation Realty LLC, where you could see a lot of the work that we've done in past projects and a lot of the work my husband does.
Do you have an IG?
Yes,
A
that's
TikTok?
it. I need to get a TikTok.
Oh, you don't
My
have to?
husband thinks I'm too old for TikTok. He said, leave it to the kids.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
So that means like Nike, all these old companies are now on TikTok. I don't get it.
I
will
got to
never
get TikTok,
understand.
though.
I'll never understand it, but all right, well, okay. So thank you for coming on the show today. I appreciate
for
you. You
having
dropped major, you see that?
I see.
Gems.
Thank you.
Today show was amazing, as you can see. You know now how to flip. You know how to make 200 grand. You know how to become a homeowner without having a job. What else do you need to financially survive in this world? Kattia gave you everything. She was vulnerable with you, transparent. It's up to you to execute. She came and said, you know what? I work with my husband. I'm going to tell you how to work with your partner. She said, you have to have faith. You have to keep going. She said, okay, you know what? The first flip, second flip, third flip, I'll do it for you. I will walk you through it. Gem Drop Consultant. Just pay them, they'll take care of you. She's there for you to win. She don't want to compete. She want to congratulate. So if you have someone like Kattia in your back pocket, in your corner. How can you lose? How can you lose? You have her contact. I asked the correct questions. She dropped gems after gems after gems. And this is what this show is all about. I want to ask you again, how can you lose? You have to subscribe. You have to share. You have to like. You have to hit up Kattia if you want to get in this industry. A lot of people yell recession, recession, recession. I think it's your time to not only wait until your boss pays you, but I think it's time to make some money on your own. Thank you for watching Gem Drop Podcast. We don't gossip, we boss up. And I would love to keep speaking with you, but I got shit to do. See ya. God told me to meet him at a runway. Ever since, I've been taking off.